Hello viewers, you are welcome to another tutorial class. So today I'll be showing you how to cut a palazzo trouser. So I've had a lot of requests on how to cut palazzo trouser and even normal trouser, but today I'll be focusing on palazzo trouser. So the first thing you are going to do is to fold your fabric into two, because you are cutting the front and back. The front, you know, for trouser, front is 2 pieces of fabric, the back is 2 pieces of fabric. So you can say I've drawn my reference line for the waist. So the next thing that I'm going to do straight to the point is to impute all the measurements, starting from the crouch, which is the flap. You understand? How do you get the flap or the crouch? You divide the person's hip by 4, then you add 2 inches or 1.5 is allowance, depending on what you want to add. So the person I'm working with, the hip is 46. When I divided it, I got 11.5. Then I just decided to add 1 to 1.5 inch. So when I did that, I got 12.5. So this is where the crouch is going to be. I'm going to draw it. So I've drawn the line. Then the next thing that you want to do now, you are going to use the measurement of the lap. If the lap is 32, like for the one I'm using, the lap is 32, divide it by 2, that is 16. So you mark that 16 on the waist and on the, you mark the 16, which is here. Can you see it? Mark the 16, then come back. I'm going to go to the crouch area that I've marked before. I will mark the 16 here again. Alright, then on the crouch area, measure from where you measured your 16. Take 2.5 from inside. Then on your waist area, can you see it? On your waist area, take 3 inches. Then once you are done, you join the lines together. Join the line together like this. Then I'll just take my curve this way. I'm just going to curve it. Is that okay? Then you slant it by 1 inch. But I'm not going to cut it out yet, because I'm going to use this front to cut the back. So after I've cut this, then I'm going to cut it out. So I'll just run it to the edge here. This might slant it the way you do for your shoulder slant. Slant it to this place. Then the next thing you're just going to do is to pull your length. The length I'm using is 39. The length I'm using is 37 plus 2 inches is 39. So I've taken my 11 inches, taking my length, I've marked 39 here. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is to take 11 inches. That is for the roundness. If you want your own to be wider, you can make it 12. Is that okay? Which is 24. But me, you know, I'm going to add 2 inches to the back. So this 11 inches is okay. Is that okay? So you are going to join, then cut. So the next thing we're going to do now, you can see I've laid the front part on the back that I've folded into 2. Then I'm going to measure. Can you see it? See my crouch area this way like this. To this place. You can see it. So after you've placed it like this, you are going to come to the upper part here. Because it's a lady that is using it, you measure 3 inches. Is that okay? So that the palazzo will not become a low waist. But if it's a man now, you will use 1.5. Is that okay? Then you can even still use 2.5. 2.5 is still okay. So, but between, depends on how big the person's bakasi or bum is. That is how you will increase this place. Then when you come here, you are going to cross-check the waist that you have measured. If it tallies, you can just add 1 inch because it's elastic. Then the place you've marked now, you are going to join it to this place that you marked. Cross it this way. Then you are going to join it to this crouch area here. Are you following? This one here. So join it this way. So after you have done that, then I'm now going to slant it this way. Can you see it? So this place I've slanted in the back now. For someone that have bum, you will take 3 to 3.5. You can see this one now is 3.5. I don't know if you can see it. This one that I've measured now is 3.5. If it's a man's trouser I want to cut now, I'll use 2.5 because men, they are not really endowed in that area. Is that okay? So for Allah, so that it will not be, the trouser will not be entering into the person's bum. You take 3.5. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to just blend my slants. Are you following? Then for this upper area, here like this, I'm going to slant it. Slant it this way. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is, so you come to the back here, put your 2 inches allowance. Your 2 inches allowance. So you are going to follow these 2 inches from this crouch area. So you are going to blend it in this way. Are you following? So that is all about the cutting of the main body of the trouser. So the next thing now that we're going to focus on is how you will cut the band, then how we are going to stitch it together. So I've gone ahead to join the trouser. Is that okay? And I've weaved it. So what you have to do, you just join the front, the 2 edges together, you weave. The same thing for the back, the side, then the center. Can you see it? So I've gone ahead to weave it. So the next thing now is to take the waist. You're going to place it this way. Then place your fabric. As I've already pre-cut all this. This is the band for my waist. So I measured 4 inches. Then I ironed it. So if I open it up now, it's going to be 4 inches. So I've ironed it. Then you're going to cut two of these. Then the rope I'm going to use, I've cut it to the same 4 inches or 3 inches. Then you fold. Then the next thing now, I'm going to take it to my machine and sew it. So now that our ropes are ready, I'm going to take the waistband now. You're going to open it. Just before that, I want you to take your tape from the midpoint where you ironed. Are you seeing from this place? You take your tape. You're going to measure 1/4 inch. Then you mark it. The same thing for both of them. Then you do the same for the other side. Then this is the band now. I see the one placing it. You now place it here. From where the mark is, place it on it towards where you are going to sew. Then you are going to pin it. So once you've pinned it this way like this, on both sides like this, can you see the road? You now open it like this, open it up. Can you see what I'm doing? Open it up, put it this way, then put this one this way. Then you are going to take the other side of the band, place it on top. Once you place it on top, you are going to sew 1/2 inch this way, 1/2 inch the other way. So you can see that we have succeeded in adding the rope to the waist. The other side too. Is that okay? This is the rope. So after attaching the rope, you are going to add your band. So for the band, for example, if the person's waist is 34, just remove 5. Whatever you have, cut it, then stitch it together this way. Can you see it? So once I've stitched it together, I'm now going to put it into the waist that I've already sewn. You are going to place it this way. Then you now insert it inside this way. Then you now sew. Then you now start sewing. Make sure you sew it round. Is that okay? So now that our waist is ready, we're now going to attach it to the trouser. So the place where you joined where the rope is, make sure it's exactly on the line of the front and the back trouser that you joined. So when you're joining it, this is the line. Make sure it aligns like this. Then you can now start sewing. So you now sew round and attach the waist. So this is what it looks like after I was done with everything. Can you see it? So if this video was helpful to you in any way, give us a thumbs up. Then if you've not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.